Toy makers are in a panic as it looks like it could be another dire year. IPs that no kid wants to see nor play with. So, what's going to save the day when it comes to Hasbro and Mattel? We'll tell you and explain why they're blaming this on insane tariffs out of the Trumpster instead of Disney giving them dumpster level movies box office results that doesn't get enough toys moving off the shelves all that much. It's a great day, folks, to have you come our way. Welcome aboard yet again, another video of excellence delivered hot, fresh, and steaming with the truth to you. As we do so, we mean not to sting the Hollyweirds, but I fear that they are sometimes the collateral damage of telling the truth with a capital T. Folks, click the like button, drop a comment down below, let us know your thoughts. If you're not yet subscribed, well, the time is now to do so. And guess what else? We got a Patreon around here. That's right. We're giving you spicy stuff over there we can't talk about here. It's www.patreon.com/WDWPro. The toy makers are panicking, and the media is trying to tell you it's all about tariffs. Think again. This is by Lisa Fickenschner, and it's at the New York Post. Toy makers are banking on movie blockbusters to boost sales in 2026 after last year's brutal tariffs. Well, those same tariffs are still here, folks. So what it is that they need? Oh, that's right. Movies that actually make money. Toy makers are banking on a slew of blockbuster movies in 2026 to spark fresh demand after President Trump's tariffs last year left manufacturers reeling. I got a feeling it's not about tariffs. I got a feeling it's about, you know what, bad movies and a 2025 that was not divine at the box office. More than a dozen major kids movies are slated to hit theaters in the months ahead. Among them, Toy Story 5, Star Wars The Mandalorian Grogu, and a Minions sequel, raising hopes for big sales of action figures, games, and plush toys. Stop there. Let's talk about this. When it comes to the Minions, every single character we see is basically a merchandising item. They've got a new character that looks like a little squishy, slime-filled Harvey Cthulhu mixed with Zoidberg from Futurama. That one is clearly just a marketing movie. That's fine by me. But I don't think Toy Story 5 or Star Wars The Mandalorian Grogu are going to push a lot of merch. I think people are over Grogu. Panel, before we even get into this, are they banking on the wrong stuff this year?
Minions is going to be a massive merchandise seller. It always is. Oh, yeah. Especially because they keep creating new and inventive kinds of minions. As far as Grogu goes, everyone that wants Grogu merch already has Grogu merch, and it doesn't change. It's not like you're getting new versions or new outfits or things like that. You've already got it. I'm trying. Mario, I think, is going to be a big seller. I think they're going to sell a lot of video games. I think they are. There's a rumor that they are announcing a new 3D Mario game this month at some point during Nintendo Direct. So we're looking out for that, because if they can release a new 3D Mario game at the same time the Mario Galaxy movie comes out, it's going to be massively successful. But what Nintendo wants to sell, obviously, are, not just toys, but also amiibos and games and systems. So I think Mario will be successful. I think, I don't, maybe Hoppers, like, because the beaver is cute. Like, maybe. No way.
Don't ever say that again. Marv. Just pause. You're done. You're in timeout. Mo, take it over. He said the thing we said don't ever say.
That's the other thing is
hoppers,
right?
Man. Hoppers. My goodness.
You're done, Marvin. You're done. Yeah. I know you're trying to get back in, but you're not. There's no coming back from what you just said. Go, Mo.
One word for you, Yoshi. Yoshi's going to be flying off the shelves. That'll be the little green creature that is going to do well. So, but yeah, no, I think Mario's going to do well. Minions always do well because it kind of goes out of the zeitgeist, but when it comes back with with a mighty wind. To quote one of Jonas's favorite movies, it comes back with a vengeance, and they sell like crazy, But I say Yoshi, Minions, and maybe some other stuff from the Super Mario Galaxy movie. But I'm saying Yoshi's flying off the shelves for the new generation, and maybe some of the from our age. But yeah, that with the Mandalorian Grogu is just going to go over and end up in Ollie's, like somebody said in chat.
Again, from
out that Goat is coming out in a few days, and this was not really, I knew about it, but it wasn't really on my radar. It's Sony Animation, and now they've got from the makers of K-pop Demon Hunters, and the last time I checked, the preview numbers were pretty good for a studio that it doesn't make their animated films as a make or break for the entire studio. So Goat could be another surprise hit.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because that's part of what I think is freaking out the toy manufacturers. They really don't have a big girl brand right now. Everything we're looking at, it's talking about Star Wars, Minions, He-Man, Master of the Universe, and of course, there's going to be a Spider-Man thing this year and all that. There's nothing driving the girl brands, and they still don't have K-pop Demon Hunters out on toy aisles. Not like they need to.
Well, yeah, they're rolling it out. It's being rolled out currently. There's a bunch of the merch line was just revealed, so it is rolling out. So they will have K-pop Demon Hunters going into the next going further into this year. Then again, is the excitement for K-pop Demon Hunters going to be as high as it was a few months ago? They grossly underestimated what this was going to be because they had no merchandise for it.
I will say this: they have been doing a good job of keeping that fire kind of lit and letting it stay healthy with Fortnite. Fortnite is actually kind of keeping them in the zeitgeist a little longer than they probably should have. And then they have the song as part of the Winter Olympics advertisements. So they're trying their best. But yeah, I would agree. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not impressed so far.
No, those things are gonna sell. Those are American Girl dolls.
Oh yeah,
little girls love them. They're way overpriced. There's a huge margin on them. These are going to sell. I can just.
This goes to show you that Pro does not understand 5-year-old little girls and what they buy for toys, which is to say, I have a son.
Right. Well, yeah, I've got girls, and I'm going to throw up one more thing for girl brands here. I'm going to take over your screen for just a second. This is from today, at the recording of this video. Hasbro, which has not done so well with the Star Wars brand, just signed a huge deal with Warner Brothers Discovery with a huge girl brand that also has boy appeal as well. Harry Potter is coming to Hasbro as they gear up for the new show. So this isn't this year, but this is huge, and this is coming over the next few years here. And they're specifically calling out the HBO series for this as they refresh that brand for a bigger audience. And it also is one of the largest brands in theme parks, continually refreshed brand with Harry Potter, despite the fact that they're not still making books.
Well,
they're reprinting the same books again this year with different covers, like Malibu Stacy getting a new purse, and people are still buying them.
I'm really glad you brought this up, Jonas, because the point of the segment is to say that if we look at all of the various toys that are coming our way and the hope from the toy manufacturers that they can overcome what's been happening to them, and I know it's being blamed on tariffs and all that kind of stuff, but if we look at the list of all the toys coming out, leave no doubt, folks, the brands that toy makers are probably least excited about, Disney. Who really thinks that Mando and Grogu is going to explode this year? I don't. Who really thinks that the Avengers are suddenly going to launch new toy lines in the holidays that kids just have to have? I don't. I got more confidence, honestly, in the He-Man stuff, and I don't have confidence in that. I think that we're looking at K-pop Demon Hunters, if they can roll it out the right way. I think we're looking at Minions. I think we're looking at Super Mario, and the list goes on and on. I think that Disney has really positioned themselves weakly this year again when it comes to toys and merch. Guys, anybody disagree on that? Maybe I'm out on a lurch and I'm wrong. Who knows?
The only thing that I can think of that they have coming out, and I think it's coming out this year, maybe I'm wrong, the live action Moana, is that coming out this year?
Yeah. Maybe. Is it this year or is it next year? I think it is this year. But they do have Zootopia, but the merchandising on Zootopia hasn't hit full swing yet. And most of that is popularity.
Well, the problem with Moana is Moana's already had other toys out last year, and the animated Moana toys will be more popular than the live action toys because people want the animated version of Moana.
Yep.
And I don't think those toys actually did all that well because I think that Moana 2, while it was a box office success, I don't think anybody cared about any of the characters in that movie.
No, and the reason I brought it up is because Disney doesn't have a new princess. Like they haven't introduced a new princess in a while, especially one that's hit really, really big. I'm thinking
not since Raya.
Since
Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon. I think she's
and Asha, but Asha was nobody wants anything Asha from Wish.
I don't know what are you guys still speaking English?
Right. All of the movies that no one cared about, all of the Disney animated movies that came out post 2020. So John Lasseter not involved, and all of a sudden all of their new IPs. So we complain about Disney being sequel. the reason they're sequels over and over again is all of their new stuff is just a giant wet fart sound that you're not quite sure if you heard it over the sound of the fan or not.
Yeah. Jonas is on today, I swear.
Man, Moana wet fart sound. Ew.
I didn't say
all right,
Moana.
folks, that's
Moana. It was 2013. Moana works.
Okay.
Moana 2 puts out a movie that is oof that movie, and still made $1 billion. So there you go.
Can I tell you one more thing before we wrap on this topic? Here's what they're excited about. Global toy industry, this is out of Circana. Global toy industry rebounds in 2025. This just came out. As sales rise 7%. But why did they rise? And by the way, consider inflation in that, okay? So that we're not talking about the actual transaction numbers. We're talking about the revenue fueled by pop culture, collectibles, and adult demand. And if I translate that for you, what they're saying is collectible toys made for grown-ups that stay in the box. That's where the revenue is coming from as they build these giant, super expensive toys that, 30-year-olds want to have on their bookshelf. That's where the revenue is coming from. Kids are leaving toys. And that's wild to me. That's wild. All right, folks, we'll see what happens with the merch, but Hasbro, never having been so low as in the last few years, can they rebound? Can Mattel? We'll find out. We'll bring it to you right here. And put another one in the can, folks. A video of excellence has been birthed into existence, and you were there to witness it. Thank you for participating. We hope you had a good time. Folks, it's a great time anytime we get to share time with you, and we mean it. The only thing additional we ask, on the way out the door, consider clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those pesky algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, if you would be so kind, perhaps share this out on your favorite social media platforms. Folks, we've got all kinds of content coming your way. If you are interested in going even beyond all of that, well, there's a Pro Store, and you can always find those items directly below the video you're watching. The Pro Store, it's a cool place to check out for items that, well, definitely Disney and the rest are not going to sell you, but we're happy to do so. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.